Welcome to the Inner Champions podcast. Would you like to promote your business so the world can find you? Or would you like to become a sponsor of the podcast? If so, please contact us on Instagram at Inner Champions Podcast. Lastly, follow our current sponsor at The Real Talk with Jordyn.
Hey everyone, a quick reminder here before we get started with this last and final episode in Season 1. I want to remind you guys to make sure that you follow us on social media at Inner Champions Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Welcome to the Inner Champions Podcast. Welcome back everyone. This is Season 1, Episode 4. In this episode, we're going to talk about, and if some of you have not quite caught up with the previous episodes where I talked about what is the public eye, and how they perceive of me and somebody with my challenges or disabilities. We're going to talk about how I gather all that quote-unquote negative, thinking or, outlook or views on myself, and how I gather all of that and turn it into something positive. And I think this will be the end of this chapter of, like the whole first season and get to know your host. And then after this season is concluded, we'll jump into a particular topic, because the empowerment of this podcast is not just for myself to share my experiences and my, what I've had to go through. I want to be able to take that and give you guys the tools, the listeners, the tools to do some or find ways to conquer what you want to achieve, whether it be a family, whether it be a, coaching championship or what have you, or something in religion, or just something in general, something in your life. Maybe you guys want to have a family. I'm not sure. That's for you guys to decide. But I'm here to want to help you guys get motivated to do so. So this will be the end of this season, aka chapter of, about me. And then we're going to flip it, and I want to be able to drive you guys to do great things and help be your guys' successor, if that makes sense. So without further ado, I just want to talk about how I take the negative views, the negative comments, and turn them into positives. And with doing so, like anything in life, it is not easy. It is not something that, happens overnight. I've had to battle with my challenge, aka condition. Oh my goodness, he just looks so wore out. Looks can be deceiving. The biggest thing I'm going to let you guys know is please don't judge a book by its cover. I know, we all get judged and we all get looked at weird and all that stuff, but please don't. Anyway, back on track, back to where I'm bringing you, and for all these negative things that I've had to do and had to witness and had to overcome, I take all these negative things and I just focus in on them, even as negative as they can be, and some of the negative things that are. I hone in on them. I just, if you tell me I can't, I'm going to prove you wrong that I can. And that has been the biggest thing for me. A lot of times I don't know which way or how I'm going to show you that I'm going to overcome them, how I'm going to conquer them, but I promise you, each and every single time I find a way, and I will continue to find a way. But with doing that, and we will get later and deeper into these topics, I have to build the proper mindset. And that is a big key into, not allowing these negative people to corrupt what is true. And a lot of things, motivational videos or, things that you see on TikTok and social media in general, they always say you have to fail before you can succeed. And I can say that that's true to a point, and for the longest time I always put that behind me and never thought that I failed or needed to fail. But in the long scheme of things, after thinking about it and analyzing it as I got older and even to this day, I did fail. I failed from 2008 to 2012. I call those my failure years. Of course, I was really young at the time and had to learn, and continuous curveballs were thrown and things didn't want to go my way, and again, the negative, the naysayers, the you can't do this, you should, whatever the case is, it happened. I lived it, and now I can honestly say, after being fortunate enough to be as successful that I am in 2020, in 2025, I continue to reflect on the years that I failed. Some of you might ask, why and how? Because if I didn't have those years to fail, I would have never known the taste of success. And I truly, truly believe that has really changed the reason why I have continued success, and I can find ways to instill that success that I've been able to be a part of, been able to witness from other programs, other teams, other, avenues of life, has really helped me become a strong human being. The failures make me a strong human being. And the saying that I say all the time, for those of you that don't know me out there in the world, is that if you knock me down, I'm going to come and I'm going to get up 10 times harder, 10 times stronger in whatever avenue it is. So that is how I gather the negative comments, the negative anything that someone says, throws at me, puts on social media, their perspective, their view, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. Is I just find a way to not necessarily prove them individually wrong, but as a whole, prove the whole group or unit of people. And trust me, we're in 2025. There are negative people who wish negative things. There is a group of people, I don't care how big or how small the negatives are, but they are there. It's not a promise, that's a guarantee. I've seen it firsthand. And again, to just deal with that, to go through those motions, it's good that you live those moments, because you will grow from them, you will get better from them, you will empower others around you. And when you empower these younger people or student athletes or whatever you are over at the time to witness not going through some of these failures, is a good thing, especially in this, believe it or not, this era of 2025, because there are so many negatives in this world right now. There's so many just nonchalant, back and forth, everything. And I think that it's just vastly important to, if you want to be a good leader, if you want people to resonate with you, if you want people to, buy into something that you are presenting, share some of those negative scenarios with them. It's okay to be transparent. It's okay to be open. There's not enough openness in this world anymore, and it's changing drastically. Again, these are my perspectives. These are my views. You may, not see them the same way I do. You may not like them, and that's fine. By all means, go ahead. But I'm coming here to tell you, accept some of the negative things in your life, because they will be your greatest tool when you hit the curve to be successful and continue to have the success level that you want to achieve, either today or somewhere down the line. So again, with all of this information being said, remember to accept the negatives before achieving the positives, achieving your success, or whatever ways you find the proper way to be successful and achieve what you have set out for. Season 1, Episode 4, And we will be back soon with Season 2 on a specific topic. Make sure if you want to be a part of the Inner Champions podcast, email at coachescornerradioshow@gmail.com or follow us on social media, Instagram and Facebook at Inner Champions Podcast.